Have you ever stared at your existence and thought, what on earth am I doing with my life? As if you were trapped in this continuous loop of mindless scrolling, excessive overthinking, putting things off, and pretending you've got everything under control. When in reality, you were simply soaking in your own average existence. Yes, speaking directly to you, my potentially exceptional but currently bewildered friend. Today, we're going to transform your life with 12 ruthlessly effective principles. The improvement might happen so fast it will give you neck strain. No unnecessary fluff. No telling you to simply wish things into existence. Just raw honesty and advice that will irritate the lazy part of yourself. Because here is the reality. If your circumstances aren't improving, you are either pursuing incorrect activities or executing the right activities incorrectly. Principle 1. Total responsibility. No one is coming to rescue you. Let me begin by completely disrupting your comfortable existence. Nobody is arriving to help. Not your family members, not your social circle, not any institution, not some future better circumstance. You are your own emergency response team. And until you accept complete ownership of your entire existence, even the disorganized, embarrassing, foolish aspects, you'll continue living in the illusion that external forces will resolve your problems. Stop giving away your personal authority. You created the situation. Good. That means you possess the ability to fix it. Complete responsibility to about self-blame for everything. It is recognizing that you control how you respond, what you do next, your perspective, and your routines. Once you embrace full accountability, everything changes. Principle 2. Standards supersede goals. Guidelines for living. Goals are nice. They appear ambitious. I desire to rise at 5 a.m. I want to complete 30 books. I aim to launch a business. Impressive intentions. But do these represent your standards or merely wishful thinking? Understand this. Your existence doesn't elevate to match your aspirations. It descends to match your minimum acceptable level. You don't become what you desire. You become what you are willing to accept. Want genuine transformation? Elevate your baseline expectations. Make rising at 5 a.m. your regular practice. Make consistency your fundamental requirement. Make treating your physical body with respect, not like a garbage receptacle, your default behavior, because anyone can establish a goal. Successful individuals live according to non-negotiable standards. Principle 3. Eliminate the motivation misconception. Do you believe successful people always feel motivated? They don't. They simply grew tired of their own excuses. Motivation is deceptive. Motivation appears when it pleases. It abandons you when you most require it. And it is typically intoxicated on short videos and quick rewards. You know what actually delivers results? Self-discipline, organized routines, consistent habits. Make your daily activities predictably steady and your achievements will appear remarkably impressive. Because motivation serves beginners, professionals rely on established systems. Principle 4. Time is an absolute weapon. Utilize it accordingly. Time isn't this pleasant stream you casually drift along. It is a blade. And currently, most of you are wounding yourselves with it. Let me question you. How many hours do you devote to contemplating changing your existence rather than simply changing it? Precisely. Begin weaponizing your hours. Monitor them. Value them. Guard them as if your housing payment relies on it. Because fundamentally, it does. Squander your time, and you are literally delivering your future self an obscene gesture. Principle 5. Ordinary produces victories consistently. Do you understand why people fail to transform their lives? Because genuine change appears incredibly mundane. No excitement, no intensity, no spectacular displays. Just you rising before dawn. You selecting water instead of sugary drinks. You performing identical exercises repeatedly. You declining distractions so frequently it becomes automatic. You desire a cinematic moment. But authentic growth resembles a gradual sequence with unimpressive musical accompaniment. Welcome the ordinary. Perfect the ordinary. The ordinary constructs kingdoms. Principle 6. Eliminate the inadequate version of yourself. Visualize your life as a computer game containing two versions of you. The standard unsuccessful you, and the exceptional mode you. Every choice you make either nourishes the underachiever or the champion. Every missed exercise session, every additional hour viewing social media, every I'll handle it later. That is you energizing the lesser version of yourself. So here is your assignment. Deprive that ineffective person. Eliminate him through purposeful action. Substitute him with behaviors that make you formidable intellectually, bodily, and psychologically. Improve daily or remain mediocre permanently. Principle 7. Safeguard your mental property. Your mind isn't a receptacle for waste. So cease allowing every piece of rubbish, news, rumors, harmful individuals, destructive self-conversation, establish residence in your thoughts. You wouldn't permit an addict to occupy your home. So why allow one to dwell without payment in your consciousness? Defend your information sources. Monitor what enters your mind. Audio programs, literature, relationships, digital platforms. Everything influences how you process information and function. Purified thinking equals straightforward living. Principle 8. Movement first, understanding second. Everyone is anticipating comprehension before they initiate movement. Surprise. Understanding doesn't originate from thinking. It emerges from acting. Quit attempting to solve everything mentally. Initiate, act, create, disassemble objects, acquire knowledge, modify approach. Do it again. It's disorganized initially. Perfect. Allow the disorder. Uncertainty is the cost of development. You desire solutions? Secure them through movement. Many people spend years trapped in analysis paralysis, constantly planning the perfect approach yet never actually beginning. This mental maze becomes comfortable. Thinking about action feels productive without the risk of failure. Break this cycle now. Start with imperfect action, knowing that clarity emerges from doing, not thinking. The most successful people in history weren't necessarily the smartest planners. They were relentless implementers who adjusted course as they went along. I've provided you with the initial 8 concepts, but we're not finished. This is where it becomes even more intense. We address how to cease caring what others believe, including your mother. How to convert emotional suffering into powerful momentum. The distinction between pretend effort and genuine change. And the concluding principle that most accomplished individuals employ but rarely discuss. These final principles tackle the emotional and psychological barriers that silently sabotage most transformation attempts. The mental blocks that keep you comfortable but stagnant. The invisible chains of social approval that restrict your potential without you even realizing it. Well, if you've continued reading, I commend you. You've already endured a verbal assault and decided, yes, I desire additional guidance. That is precisely the kind of extreme dedication transformation demands. Most people would have stopped reading by now, seeking something easier, more palatable, less challenging to their comfort zone. But true growth never happens within comfort zones. It occurs at the edge of your capabilities, where discomfort signals expansion. Your willingness to face these difficult truths puts you in the top percentile of individuals genuinely committed to transformation rather than just talking about it. We read proceeding directly into principles 9 through 12. The most emotionally potent mindset-shattering, reality-altering guidelines of the entire collection. And believe me, if you allow these final 4 to penetrate your consciousness, you begin moving differently, communicating differently. Your energy will shift. Your decisions will become more decisive. Your boundaries will strengthen naturally. Your priorities will clarify almost magically. Individuals will suspect you, but joined a religious group. You simply stop being weak. Let us proceed. Principle 9, cease caring about others' opinions. Let me pose a question. How many activities have you avoided simply because you feared appearing foolish? How frequently have you decreased your volume, diminished your aspirations, or paused before sharing something? Because what if people criticize me? Important announcement. They currently are. The human brain is wired for social survival. Historically, rejection from the tribe meant death. This ancient programming still runs in your mind, making rejection feel physically threatening even when no real danger exists. But this safety mechanism has become outdated in modern society, where fitting in often means surrendering your greatest potential for mediocrity. People will evaluate you whether you achieve or fail, succeed or collapse, improve or deteriorate. That is what humans do. It is hardwired into our social nature. Making judgments is how humans navigate complex social environments. So considering you being evaluated regardless, why not be evaluated for accomplishing something remarkable? Here is how to eliminate judgment fear. Assume everyone is excessively concerned with their own insecurities to genuinely worry about you, because that is accurate. The psychological phenomenon called the spotlight effect causes us to overestimate how much others notice our actions and appearance. In reality, people are primarily focused on themselves, their problems, their insecurities, not scrutinizing your every move. Understand opinions done to generate income. Last occasion I verified, this random criticism didn't to enhance your financial situation or personal value. Get deliberately rejected. I am earnest, share embarrassing content. Wear that unusual outfit. Express your authentic thoughts. Deliberately seeking rejection desensitizes you to its sting while revealing a powerful truth. Rejection rarely causes lasting damage. Each time you survive it, your fear diminishes. This isn't just philosophical advice. It is practical psychological reconditioning. Do this so regularly that you stop reacting, because once you cease requiring validation, you become unstoppable. They cannot influence Principle 10. Transform suffering into strength. Yes, even that private suffering nobody recognizes. Everyone possesses a difficult narrative. Parental complications, disloyalty, emotional devastation, disappointment, nervousness, financial hardship. We all bear wounds. These painful experiences aren't just unfortunate events. They read potential catalysts for extraordinary growth when channeled correctly. Your unique suffering has equipped you with perspective, resilience, and capability that cannot be gained through comfort. But you've got two options. Allow your suffering to be your justification or your advantage. You can continue lamenting about it, continue assuming the victim role, or you can harness it like a villain. This background story, because let me share something. Your suffering demonstrates your resilience. Now permit it to become the energy that helps you excel. Convert rejection into concentration. Convert isolation into self-control. Convert emotional damage into singular focus. This emotional alchemy, transforming negative experiences into productive energy, is perhaps the most powerful skill humans can develop. Want to make them regret abandoning you? Enhance yourself so dramatically that even your psychological injuries think, wow, we created a formidable individual. Principle 11. Eliminate the pretend effort. Develop merciless concentration. There is this condition circulating. It is named false productivity disorder. Indicators include attempting 37 tasks simultaneously and completing none, constantly investigating instead of implementing, planning movements but never executing them, examining your device every 4 minutes because you supposedly working. Let me be direct. Activity ISN, T productivity. Modern culture celebrates busyness as a virtue, but scattered attention produces minimal results. The illusion of productivity, checking emails, attending unnecessary meetings, juggling multiple projects, keeps you feeling busy while accomplishing little of significance. Dividing attention is ineffective and interruptions are preventing your transformation. Research shows it takes approximately 23 minutes to regain full focus after even a minor distraction. Those quick, just checking, moments destroy your cognitive momentum and deep work capability. So here is your strategy. Select one primary objective, something that genuinely advances your circumstances. This singular focus approach ISN, to just motivational advice. It is the scientifically validated path to meaningful achievement in a distraction-saturated world. Reserve dedicated periods for that objective, as if your existence depends on it, because truthfully, the quality of your future absolutely does. When you protect your time fiercely, you essentially protecting your dreams from dying a slow death by distraction. Remove every application, individual, and pursuit that doesn't contribute to that objective. This means having uncomfortable conversations with time-wasting friends, deleting social media apps that drain your focus, and ruthlessly eliminating activities that give you the illusion of productivity without actual results. Yes, you might overlook a humorous internet post or two, or miss some celebrity gossip that everyone is talking about. But what you gain instead is infinitely more valuable. Forward movement toward your biggest goals, mental sharpness that cuts through obstacles like a hot knife, and real, tangible achievements that you can build upon day after day. And that is worth countless immediate gratifications that ultimately lead nowhere. Concentrated attention is the contemporary miracle ability, perhaps the rarest skill in an age where everything is designed to fragment your focus into worthless pieces. In a world where the average person touches their phone 2,617 times daily and can defocus for more than 40 seconds without checking a device, your ability to lock in on one important task is practically your superpower. Be uncompromising with your focus. Treat it like the precious resource it is. Create environments that support deep work, quiet spaces, block notifications, set boundaries with others. Or be manipulated by digital algorithms forever, becoming nothing more than a pawn in someone else's profit game. Your attention sold to the highest bidder while your own dreams collect dust. Principle 12. Develop passion for the self-concept, not merely the result. This is the ultimate challenge, the master key that unlocks everything else. The one most individuals never comprehend because they are too busy chasing external outcomes without addressing who they fundamentally are. You desire defined abdominal muscles, an enterprise, self-assurance, tranquility. That is admirable, but these external achievements are merely reflections of internal identity shifts. If your inner narrative still declares, I am unmotivated, damaged, fearful, unremarkable, if that is the story you tell yourself in quiet moments, know what? Your reality will conform to that internal script with surprising accuracy, regardless of how many motivational videos you watch or goals you write down. Transformation doesn't endure if it is simply a target written on paper or stored in your phone. Real change endures when it transforms into your fundamental character. When it is so deeply integrated that acting otherwise would feel like betraying yourself. So don't merely state, I desire to read additional material, while still identifying as someone who isn't really a reader. Instead, declare with conviction, I am a person who reads. This is who I am. This is what I do. Similarly, don't just say, I want to consume nutritious food, while still seeing yourself as someone who lacks discipline. Instead, affirm with unwavering certainty, I refuse to consume harmful substances. That is not who I am anymore. When you want to accumulate wealth, to approach it from a position of lack, thinking, I need more money. Instead, declare with absolute conviction, I manage finances like an absolute expert. I make intelligent decisions with every dollar. I invest with wisdom and spend with purpose. Your self-concept equals inner drive. Your self-concept equals determination. Your self-concept equals lasting alteration that withstands the test of time and temptation. You behave in accordance with who you believe yourself to be, always. This isn't motivational fluff. It is psychological reality. So modify the self-concept at its core through consistent reinforcement, environmental design, and relentless self-talk that aligns with your desired identity. The routines will naturally develop as outward expressions of your internal belief system. Transform how you characterize yourself verbally, internally, and through your daily behaviors until the new identity becomes as natural as breathing. You're not simply attempting to enhance yourself incrementally. You re-evolving into an entirely different being. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. The harsh reality is that 95% of viewers want to apply a single principle from this video. Prove me wrong by commenting which one you restarting with today. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. There are more videos on this channel that will help you become a better version of yourself.